black families and is produced by 2 members of the Cauliflower Coalition.
So like I've said before, for every disappointment you've seen in mainstream of what they're not giving you, something smaller is. So if you were someone disappointed by the Netflix anime Yasuki, you could get behind supporting the small studio Gem GFX on their project Jumbi. If you were disappointed at the delivery of the American Society of Magical Negroes, you can support Afro Nominat in their comic hybrid title called Judgment Day.
What's it going to take for us to pour the same exact love and support we poured into Black Panther to pour into a Black indie creator? Every 6 months, we get some trash being pushed to us that's a direct spit and slap in our face. And every single time we react to it, we're not going to watch it. We're boycotting this. F this. We need to go watch this other thing that's by a big company like Disney, Marvel, or DC. But we never stop to think about what's actually going on. All of these things are being produced by these big companies. If mainstream is not giving you what you want, you ask for magic, you ask for werewolves, you ask for vampires, you ask for fairies, you ask for adventure, you ask for non-coonery, you ask for non-buffoonery, and yet they give you that constantly. You ask for no trauma, you ask for no slavery, you ask for no slave films and history, you ask for all of these things, and yet you don't do what is necessary in order to not get these things, right? Here's my Black comic book. It has none of those things, none of those negatives. It has all of the positives. It has none of the negatives. You can get it right here on TikTok Shop. And I'm not the only Black creator on this platform or in the world for that matter. There's an animation, Manwu, that is coming out. 9 days left. I think they got $20,000 left to produce a short film that is none of the things that gets spit in our face constantly. Gem GFX has been producing Jumbi, which is a Caribbean mythology-based superhero that comes straight out of West Africa. Jumbis, that comes straight out of West Africa. None of the buffoonery we're talking about and we hate from what's getting produced from these big companies. Good times. Nobody asks for good times. What is it going to take for us to stop supporting mainstream media and start supporting our indie comics? What's it going to take for us to have a second Harlem Renaissance, a digital Harlem Renaissance? What's it going to take for us to have a comic Harlem Renaissance? What's it going to take? Because that's what we need. All of we're not watching the Good Times cartoons, and we're not watching the American Society of Negroes, and we're not doing this, and we're not. That is good. That's the first step. That's the first step to the Montgomery bus boycott. The second step is supporting us. That's the second step. Because they cannot take this from us. You build with us, you build with Black creators, they cannot take that from us. They can't. All they can do is try to outshine us, which is what they're going to try to do. But if we put the same amount of love and support that we put into Black Panther, that we put into our Black creators, our Black comic, like I'm no longer going to call this a shameless plug. This is the fucking cure. This is the cure to that buffoonery they constantly give us. This is the cure to that trash they constantly want to give us. This is the cure to all of that nonsense they want to give us. You want adventure, bam. You want action, bam. Love, bam. Friendship, non-toxic relationships between Black men and Black women, bam. Magic, werewolves, vampires, all of it. Adventure, all of it. Got it. Strong male leads, strong female leads. Got it. All of it. All of it. This is the cure to that nonsense. We are even producing an animation, but it can't go anywhere if we don't have subscribers on our Patreon, subscribers on our Subscribestar, if we don't sell no comic books. Like, most of the time we're selling most of them at cons, but it could go even further right here on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, every single one of those places. What's it going to take? Because we got the first step down to stop watching the nonsense they're trying to shovel in our ear. in our eye holes, down our throats. The second step is supporting a Black creator. Because if you support a major mainstream creator, all you're going to get is Nelson Peltz. Who is Nelson Peltz? Nelson Peltz is the guy from Disney who is competing for 2 seats at Disney right now, talking about he don't understand why Black Panther and Miss Marvel is important. And you know if you get those 2 seats, he's going to scrap it. He doesn't understand representation. But if you build with a Black creator, if you build with Black creators, they can't take that from us. As much as I hate to say this, as much as I want it to be taken from us, Madea, Tyler Perry, that's something Black people, we culturally built for like 5-6 years, and we turned Tyler Perry into the billionaire that he is because we supported him so well. As much as I want him to be taken, I want that to be not be a thing. It's a thing because we supported him. That's how you do it. We did it once, we can do it again. Let's keep doing that for each other. We need another Harlem Renaissance, specifically for stories written by Black people, novels, comic books, mangas, all of that. Let's support more Black creators. Let's do that. Let's stop pouring our money into these big companies. Nelson Peltz is just going to take your money and do whatever with it. They're going to de-woke, and we know what that means. They're going to de-woke the films. And we're just going to wait another 10 to 20 years for another Black Panther. Because, Blade definitely put Marvel on, and then we waited 20 years for a film with another Black lead from Marvel, right? That's right. That makes sense. Support Black creators. Let's pour more support into our Black creators. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about all of us. Jim G's right there. Manhu's right there. Let's support more Black creators.